Well, old Bessie's going. I'm filming you, babe. You're doing good. Temperature's good. We are 309 miles from our destination. We've gone about 100 miles from Leeds, the other side of Birmingham. I had to put a brand new radiator in. They said they've checked everything, and that's the only thing they could think of. And so far, we have been good, temperature-wise, for 100 miles. Occasionally, it went up above the middle mark, but it didn't run totally hot, so we're good. Now it's running okay, especially with Kathy driving. But we can't keep up with the big trucks. Taking it easy. Hopefully we'll get to Little Rock tonight, 10:30 or so, I'm guessing. And spend the night there and go to Oklahoma City the next day. With Kathy helping me drive. So we are plodding along with Old Bessie, this expedition. Well, it's Saturday, April 13. This is Little Rock, Arkansas. We have been here before. Riverfront. I think it's the Arkansas River, but it's the Riverfront RV Park. Straight over there is the Clinton Presidential Library, which we toured. We have a video already on that. That's the old bridge that you can walk across from here over there to Clinton's Presidential Library, and then you can walk from there all the way to downtown Little Rock. Got here late last night. I guess it's after 1 o'clock. We are right here in the midst. As you can see, we have the most impressive RV of anybody here. I know last time we were here in our Cornerstone, but we wanted to impress everybody here with our big RV. So we're nestled between all these Class A's, and I know they're all standing out admiring our RV here. We had some problems in the last couple of days with Old Bessie. As you can see, it's not the Tesla, but it's our old Expedition. We decided to bring it instead of the Tesla. We didn't really want to mess up the battery or the car. And in secondary was range anxiety, which I think Kathy had planned around. We could have done it. We were very serious about bringing the Tesla, but in the final analysis, it came down to long trip, a lot of uncertainties, but really we wanted to keep the Tesla in prime shape and didn't want to subject it to a lot of supercharges, overheating the battery, as well as the extreme, I guess you could call it extreme, use by towing and cutting the range down by half, putting that pressure under extreme use, which could have reduced the capacity or the range of that battery. Really, we didn't want to keep that car new. We drove it and tested it, pulling. It pulled excellent. Couldn't even tell. Actually, it pulls a lot better than this Expedition. But in the final analysis, we spent some money on the Expedition, getting it ready. New tires, new battery, had it double checked all over, and we're assured it was in good shape. Well, we got I guess almost to Atlanta on the first day, and the temperature gauge went crazy, swung over totally over to hot, and obviously overheating, and we had to pull off the interstate, let it cool off, and I had to wait, and finally put some water in it, the radiator, and we attempted to continue, but we'd go about 25-30 miles and it'd overheat again. We stopped in first place we could get in Alabama, which I know Kathy says she took a little video. Very nice people. Looked at it, checked it, pressure tested the radiator, couldn't detect any leaks. Looked at everything and said, hey, it might be a little loose clamp here, and they tightened the little clamp, which I know it wasn't because it wasn't leaking down. It was not a problem. They didn't find anything wrong with it. So we continued on. We got about, I guess we did a little better that time, about 50 miles down the interstate from that repair shop, and of course it overheated. And we stopped by very dangerous to be stopped by the interstate with big trucks not wanting to slow up for you and scare you to death when they went across, and not went across, when they went by you, just kind of blowing you away. But very lucky that we didn't get hurt having to stop several times. But we nursed it on to Leeds, I think it's called Leeds, Alabama, just a little bit shy of getting to Birmingham, but a very nice shop. Very racing mechanics there, Jasper Racing Team, and they knew what they were doing. And the mechanic spent half a day testing, driving the car. He checked everything, trying to find out what was making it run hot. Couldn't find anything. He said, well, with the age of the car, it could be the radiator clogged. That's the only thing he could figure, and he could flush the radiator. That might not fix it. And we said the only solution was to replace the radiator. So we said, go put a new radiator in it, which they did. They got a new radiator and put in it, which gave us a lot more peace of mind. New thermostat. And drove it, tested, and said, hey, this is a lot better. The fan sounds a lot stronger, and it's cooling a lot better. And so we proceeded. Well, they must not have burped it. That's my theory, because we got about 100 miles down the road running good, and then all of a sudden the temperature gauge went wild again. Here we are in the middle of nowhere with the car on the side of the interstate with steam coming out from underneath the hood. Didn't do any damage. I mean, they checked it and said the cylinder head was fine. It wasn't cracked or anything, and it was running good, and no leaks anywhere in the compression that they could detect. And so as soon as it started running hot, I pulled off the interstate and waited till it cooled down. And it took a lot of water. All I had was water, but it took a lot of water to fill it. So my theory is that maybe it had an air pocket in the radiator, in the new radiator, that when it burped after it got hot, it was running low on water, because after we filled it with water that time, it ran perfect. The temperature gauge stayed stable right where it was supposed to, and we came straight here because about 400 miles, a little over 400 miles, we left late yesterday afternoon, Friday afternoon, but we had to get back on schedule. So now we're back on schedule, and we're going to Oklahoma tomorrow. No, we're going to Oklahoma this afternoon. As soon as we checkout's at 11, we're probably going to get up and get showers. First time we've ever tried to have showers in this nice, big, luxurious RV. But we'll find out just how much we like getting showers and so forth in this. I'm sure Kathy's very enamored with the idea of full timing in this big, luxurious RV. Anyway, we're not going to have time to do much here today, but this is our view right on the river. I don't think we're going to even walk across there, but right now I'm filling the fresh tank, on drain the black tank, and then we'll be freshened up. We're going to dry camp in Oklahoma City, I guess, for a day or two before we get to the next stop. But hopefully our trip's back on schedule and underway, and we're going to continue with Old Bessie. Unless it messes up again, then we might have to seriously consider all of our alternatives. But I think from this point on, it should be uneventful other than a lot of activities. Alright, let me go aggravate Kathy. I got to get some waters out of the back of the Expedition. And going in and rest a little while longer before we get up and start our day. Well, 85. We got the windows down. Oklahoma. 132 miles from Oklahoma City. Gonna stay at the Bass Pro Shop tonight, but we're gonna go out to a special place to eat. And what's it called, babe?
Cattleman's Steakhouse.
Cattleman's Steakhouse in Oklahoma City. Gonna get a nice steak.
A guy won it in a dice game.
Huh?
A guy won it in a dice game.
Yeah. All right, we're here for the night. Oklahoma National Stockyards, world's largest stocker and feeder cattle market. You see that over there? It is windy. And we're going to eat at the Cattleman's Steakhouse over here. It's a historic stockyard city. We're just going to stay here all night. Unless they run us off. Wait to be seated. Something. Yeah, I was waiting. But I got my phone here handy, so. And they text me when it's ready, right?
Haircuts.
Hey. What I need, but they're not open. Yeah.
I don't think so. Western Weir Outlet.
Well.
Let's circle around and get a handful of peanuts.
Okay. Circle around. Yeah, just moving around the block. This is where we're parked right here. We could go in there and buy something at auction, you know, a whole cow or something.
I'm pretty sure.
You reckon?
I won't be having that.
Well, there's a filet, ribeye. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say, isn't it? So I guess I'll have the T-bone. That's one President Bush liked. Standing in front of the cattlemen in the wind. Just had an hour wait. Right? Pictures of the hens. Where is 219?
Still cleaning it up.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
Now, welcome to Cattleman's. What can I get?
Let's see what's in here. Oops.
Like prime rib. 16 ounce.
But I guess that's the one I'm gonna get right there. This is the same menu they had out front. Yeah. Doesn't look like honey mustard, but I'm gonna eat it whatever. It looks just like yours. Is that honey
Oh,
mustard?
you said honey mustard. I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah.
sorry. I'll be right back.
Oh, good. And bread.
What's that?
Bread. Well, let's see if I can eat it. Rolls. And a piece of fish. Salmon.
Veggies.
Yeah, you're healthy.